lot of great ones over the years, and I wanted to put my hand in it. I've done a lot of good family-friendly kind of projects over the years, and writing a kid's book seemed like a logical kind of next step. It's called Unfunny Bunny. We were looking for clever titles and landed on that, and then kind of wrote it from there. It's about a kid that goes to school on their first day and is excited to tell their first kind of joke kind of thing, and it doesn't go well. And then, they have to learn kind of how to make their creativity a little more palatable, I guess, to everybody else. It's definitely a story about resilience, Bunny could have easily told the first joke and it flopped and he could have ran away from it, but he didn't. And, a friend came along, the little hedgehog that's in the book, and encouraged him to continue to try again. Sometimes you do need a companion or a collaborator, if you will, to kind of help you, navigate, your sense of humor, or if what you're saying is relatable to other people kind of thing, as opposed to just being in your own mind. But I hope they take away lessons of friendship and the lessons of try again, and don't be scared to put yourself out there, even in the beginning, if it's something that is not the normal thing that everybody else is kind of doing, just be brave enough to be yourself. My mom definitely always has a hand in anything I'm doing in Atlanta. I want to come home and, do an event, but I didn't want to do a venue that doesn't reflect what we're doing here. I didn't want to do a theater or anything like that. This is about the book, basically, and it's about kids having fun and, enjoying reading and all that kind of initiative stuff. So what better place than the library, Fulton County, a library I personally grew up in as well. I remember just coming downtown in general in Atlanta, it's the heartbeat of the city. It's right in the middle of everything, and everybody kind of lives around it, basically. So coming downtown always made you feel like you were doing something with your life kind of thing. You were trying to strive for bigger and better things than just being in a neighborhood. I think libraries and reading in general is important because knowledge is power, and that's the biggest basis, I think, is through the books. If you can develop, a passion and a love for reading, the earlier the better. It can only be beneficial. I don't know if I've ever met an unsuccessful, well-read person, Shout out to the A always, it was definitely good, kind of breeding grounds for, me, the adult me. I'm very proud to be from here. Still very proud of the city. Friends and family are here and stuff like that, so it's nice to see everybody continuing to grow and thrive and just be happy, It's so hard to come by these days, so it's nice to have a city that kind of supports that with as many outlets and things to do that there are here, but also the culture that's here, is very rich and very community kind of driven. I feel like you'll be set on a positive kind of a path, which is important, especially for these young kids today. They need to lean on the positive as opposed to, what may or may not seem cool, if you will. Yeah, it's all about, try again, but don't be, afraid to put yourself out there in an expressive kind of a manner. You never know. If that's your calling, then you should probably just follow it and not be afraid of it.
But he finds a friend in his classroom,
Yes.
but he was a little intimidated at first about making friends. This
Yeah.
is about friendships too.
Absolutely, and it's about, like I said, once again, just being open, being open to a friend to come into your life like that, not just being, all turtle shelly in your life. I'm a bit introverted myself.
Do you believe that?
Yeah, a little bit. But I'm definitely, open to help, from the universe. You can't just do everything by yourself. I know all y'all parents know you lean on your village.